You know that feeling, right? You're deep into a project, everything seems fine, and then this little voice in your head just whispers, something's wrong. It's that nagging gut instinct that, maybe you're heading down the wrong path. But what if you could take that super vague feeling and turn it into one of your sharpest decision-making tools? Well, that's what we're going to explore.
Ugh, and this is the painful part, isn't it? Hindsight. I mean, looking back, you can almost always pinpoint that exact moment you felt that flicker of doubt, that little warning sign you decided to just push past. The source material we're looking at today just nails this feeling of regret.
So, what's the alternative to just pushing through and, kicking yourself later? What if you had an actual plan for when that feeling hits? Well, that is exactly what this is all about, giving you a way to turn that weird, vague feeling into a seriously powerful tool. Okay, so first things first, let's kind of reframe this whole thing. That gut feeling, it isn't a distraction. It's not a problem to be ignored. It's a signal. Your brain is trying to tell you something really important, and our job is to figure out how to actually listen before it's too late.
And that's the thing. The source material makes it really clear that most of the time, we do get a warning. It's like our unconscious mind has spotted some tiny detail our conscious brain just completely missed. So the problem isn't the signal. The real issue is that, well, most of us were never taught what to do with it. We don't know how to decode it or act on it.
Okay, but here's the million-dollar question, right? This is probably why so many of us just ignore these feelings. How in the world do you tell the difference between a genuine intuitive red flag and just, regular old nerves or anxiety? Let's break that down. So, look at this breakdown. True intuition, think of it like your brain's supercomputer running in the background. It's an incredible pattern matching machine, and it just spotted a detail that doesn't line up with your past experiences. It's not magic, it's just really, really fast subconscious data processing. Now, false intuition, that's totally different. That's just plain old anxiety, usually because the stakes feel high. It's worry without a real reason. So here's the key takeaway. One is based on data, and the other is just based on fear. All right, so now that we can hopefully tell the signal from the noise, let's get to the good stuff. The core solution from the source material. This is your practical step-by-step playbook for the next time you get that something's wrong feeling. And here it is. Super simple, just 4 steps. Step 1, stop. Step 2, beware of false intuition. Basically, check if it's real or just nerves like we just talked about. Step 3, ask yourself. And step 4, review what you've done. Okay, let's dive in to each one of these. Okay, step 1, stop. Now, this sounds so simple, but it might be the hardest part of the whole process. I mean, when you're on a deadline or everyone's pushing you to move forward, the absolute last thing you want to do is hit the brakes. But the source is crystal clear on this. It's non-negotiable. You have to give yourself a moment to actually think. All right, so once you've hit pause and you're pretty sure this is true intuition we're talking about, we move on to step 3. It's time to gather some data on the signal itself. And guess what? The best source for that data is you. It's time to put on your detective hat and investigate your own intuition. So these questions, this is your investigative toolkit. You're basically building a case for or against this gut feeling. Seriously ask yourself, when was the last time I had this feeling? What about the time before that? Has my gut been right in the past? Have I regretted not listening to it? By answering these honestly, you start to see if there's a real pattern, and it helps you figure out if this feeling right now is legit. And that brings us to the final, crucial step, review. You've listened to your intuition, you've investigated it, now it's time to bring your logical, analytical brain back into the game. This isn't about throwing out all your work, it's about meshing your intuition with your logic, carefully and methodically going back over every single thing you've done. And here's a great place to start that review. Ask yourself, how much of this plan depends on other people I haven't even checked with? I mean, have you just assumed what they're going to do? Because a plan can look absolutely perfect on paper, but it'll fall apart in a second if it relies on someone who isn't on board or, doesn't even know they have a part to play. Next up, follow the money. Seriously, have you missed any cost factors? Is there something you overlooked that would just make this whole thing completely impractical? It's a classic blind spot, and sometimes your intuition is screaming about a number your logical brain just kind of glossed over. And this one is so crucial. What's that one trivial detail you might have ignored because it didn't seem important at the time?
The source material really hammers this home. In your review, you can't ignore anything, no matter how small it seems. Because so often, the key to the entire puzzle is hiding in a detail you just dismissed. So, what's the whole point of all of this? All this stopping and reviewing and questioning? It's all about finding one thing, the pivotal detail. This is the big payoff. This is the aha moment your intuition was trying to lead you to all along. And here's the beautiful thing about this whole process. Usually, your intuition isn't screaming that your entire plan is garbage. Not at all. It's just trying to get your attention focused on one single detail that needs a closer look. Your only job is to find out what that detail is.
And that, right there, is the power of the pivotal detail. It's that one single element that, once you finally see it, becomes startlingly obvious. You literally can't unsee it. And in that moment, everything just clicks, and you realize how much of a disaster it would have been if you just kept going without fixing it. So let's bring it all home. The next time that little voice starts whispering that something's off, remember, you have a playbook now. It's not magic, it's a method. Your intuition is basically demanding that you look back. Just one more time. It's giving you a gift. The only question left is, will you listen?